afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to your place of chill that is the Kauffie Company. It is a lovely sunny day. It's really lovely. The sun has just gone in behind the clouds, but it's a really nice day out. It's really nice and warm, and it's 3 days of sun in a row, so that's rather nice. It's rather nice, and we're going to be having sun for the next week's going to go to a high of 27 degrees. That's rather lovely. That's rather nice, really. Who would have thought? It's June. Well, by the time the weather turns up, it'll be July almost. So welcome back. Thank you to everyone for watching this stream other than maybe watching the entertainment that's on, what is it? It's on ITV1? Really, I should do watch-alongs. Because I'm live at this time anyway. I should do watch-alongs, but it won't be for much longer. They're going to be doing the entertainment venues. But hello, everyone. Hello. How is everyone? Hello, everyone. Yeah. We've only got a couple of people in the audience today, but let's see who's in the audience so far. We got Andrew Gregory. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. And we got Shem Tan. Good to see you. Hey, Ben Giovanni. Hope you're doing well this sunny afternoon. Good stuff. Yeah, I need a coffee. What should I go for, actually? Should I go for an iced one? What do you reckon? Ice one? I'm thinking an ice one. Let's go. Let's do an ice one. We need a coffee, though. We need coffee. How much ice have we got? We need to put some water in the fridge. How is everyone? But let's make ourselves a coffee. I'm going to make a maple syrup iced cappuccino. I'm going to use... Oh, that smells good, actually. Here we go. So we're going to do a maple syrup iced cappuccino. It's the longest day of the year tomorrow. It is. It is the summer solstice tomorrow. It is indeed the summer solstice. So, better enjoy it. Put that in there. That in there. How is everyone? 6 of you in the audience so far. Oh shit, just got. Quite a lot of maple syrup in there. Oh, we've got Ren's in the audience. Good to see you, Rennie. I'm absolutely not warm, and our houses are not made for the cold. Good to see you, Ren. It's warm here. It's certainly warm here, but lovely to see you, Ren. Hopefully you're well. I know it's Australian winter, so is it Australian autumn? Oh, no, it must be Australian winter by now. Yes, your houses are not made for the cold. They're made for the boiling hot. Ciao, Lee. Ciao. Come va. But I'm going to put some ice in there. Here we go. How is everyone? How's everyone doing today? It's a shame being hot warm, Ren, but someone's got to be cold at some point. Here we go. Here we go. 9 degrees here. It is winter. I don't even have a heater. And I'm a little jealous, to be honest. Well, I'm jealous of... Well, no, I'm not jealous of your seasides because you've got sharks and we know that. So... I do like a heater. I like it when it's cold because I'm an Eastern European. So... Here we go. Here we go. Maple syrup iced latte or iced cappuccino. It's more of an iced cap. It's a bit better than Timmy Hortons, that's for certain. It's a bit better than Timmy Hortons. There we go. There we go. There we go. That looks delish. I really like it. What is it? It's a 1950s. I believe. So either a 1950... no, it's not a 1950s. I don't know what year it is, but it's a vintage ice cream maker. Ice cream milkshake maker. And my dad bought it at an auto jumble. It was just sitting in my house for years, doing absolutely nothing. I was like, I'm having that. Imagine how much one of those new costs. Let's have a look. How much does a milkshake maker cost? Ice cream milkshake maker, ice cream milkshake mixer. One of those that's a single head is £119 each. So for a double head, call it 220 quid. So that's a brilliant thing to have. So you just make it in one of these things, one of these lovely things. And then you got a nice cappuccino. It's great. We have Angus. Good to see you, Angus. Big up, Benny. Before that, oh, thank God. Thank God. God is okay, really, sometimes. I don't believe in God. But big up, Benny. That's really good news to hear, Angus. Big up to him. Big up to him. Hopefully everything is well otherwise. That's really, really, really great. And, yeah, good health to him. Good health to him. Good afternoon, everyone watching. Hope you're well. Having a warm, sunny day. It's great, except for Ren, who's apparently cold, which is really upsetting. But sorry to hear, Ren. But don't worry, it's England tomorrow, so it'll probably drop to 5 degrees and give us 4 days worth of rain in 6 hours. Absolutely. Alcoholic milkshakes. That sounds good, actually. Not at this time. Not at this time. Albania are 1-0 up. Good to hear. Or not good to hear. I know. But really, it should be doing watch long, shouldn't I? Because I'm live at the same time as these bloody games. I should be doing them. But it's not for me. For me, this is a place away from footy. Let's try this. Cheers, everyone. Let's do it. Oh, let's not bang. Cheers. Delicious. Really, really good. Really, really good. I really love this maple syrup, and I've got no idea how I'm going to replace this maple syrup unless I ask Bobby K to literally fly over with a big dram of it, or whatever you call these bottles. I've got plenty of it left. 6-year-old Perisic is left back. Yeah, absolutely. Remembers fizzy ice creams. Ooh, chocolate sauce. Love chocolate sauce. Love chocolate sauce. But how's everyone? How's everyone doing? It's been really chill today. It's been. I don't understand why it's so quiet. It's really lovely weather today, though. I'm really happy that it's got some decent weather for a change. Yeah. But yeah, but we're just chilling out here. I don't know if anyone else is around. The problem is everyone's going to be nervous ahead of the big game. Other than that, I'm good. That's great. I mean, it's a good thing to be nervous about. But I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm having fried chicken at home later. Have you ever found a £50 note in your beard? No, I haven't, mate. Not in my beard. I wish. There's not enough room in there to find a 50 quid note. The problem is you can't use a 50 quid note anymore because no one accepts them. I don't accept it. If someone comes in here with a £50 note, I'm saying no. Because a lot of these fakes are so good now, you can't tell. The only way you can tell is by feeling them. It's the only way you can really tell. But the problem is because they've switched to plastic, it's a lot more difficult. It's not like the old paper ones. You could feel them and you knew in your hands whether they were real or not. Used to get loads of people trying to use fake £50 notes. It's cost us a bit of money in the past. I had a colleague from New Zealand who took one. And it was just like it was really annoying because it was so obviously fake. That's what really annoyed me, especially because it's one of the things because he was very highly intelligent. He had a degree in medicine. He went to a big university in I believe he was from Wellington, but I'm not sure what university he went to. I don't know if there's a university in Wellington. But yeah, you're thinking you are supposedly far more intelligent than I am and older than me as well. I was at that time. We opened in 2017. It's 2024. It's 7 years ago. So I'm saying it was 5 years ago. So I would have been 24 and he was in his mid-30s. So you'd be like, you should know this, buddy. You're more intelligent than me. You're more qualified than me. And yet you don't know this. But I don't know. University doesn't teach you to be smart. It teaches you stuff. Yeah. Doesn't teach you street smarts. Need a triple shot of espresso to give me some energy. Take her dog for a walk. Mum's ex-carers come and sit for her for a while to keep her company and say hello. That's good. That's good, Shem. That is good. Yeah, you probably have told. I'm not a believer in universities, really. I'm not a believer in universities. Looking the way I do, I seem to get away with using 50s and shops. Used one last night. Ooh. Interesting. The problem depends on what shops you're going to, Lee. If you're going to like a normal coffee shop or a restaurant, they're not accepting them. Victoria University in Wellington, just checked on Google. Okay. There is a university in Victoria. Okay. Good to know. But yeah, university doesn't teach you to be it teaches you stuff, but it doesn't teach you common sense, which is something that's lacking in today's world. That's really lovely. And look how shiny that is. Look how shiny it is. Maybe Oxford likes real or fake 50s. Maybe. Yeah, it's yeah, I wouldn't take it, but most shops won't take them anymore. They won't take them, especially in London. They will not take them, which is a real shame. It's a real shame because when you get a 50, you're like, oh, that's cool. But the problem is it does mess up your till float a lot. It messes up the till float whenever you did a till float. What's your favourite music documentary you've watched? Oh. I don't really know. I've seen a few of them. Mostly on YouTube, though. Not stuff like Get Back. Do you mean like actual like TV show, or do you mean like movie like Bohemian Rhapsody or Elton John's one or whatever the hell that was called? I think my favourite one that I watched was about Chet Atkins, which was very interesting. I can't remember what it was called, but I love Chet Atkins. Chet Atkins was he was insane. That guy was unbelievable. Biopic. Okay. Biopic. Music documentary got to be an Eminem one. I've never seen it. Again, Eminem's not my guy. I wouldn't be interested. I don't like rap music. So Eminem, although he is a ridiculously good rapper in terms of what he's done in his career and what he's doing now in terms of his new music, and he's got people riled up, it's not my music. I don't like rap music. I don't feel it. It's not for me. Next year's one that's coming out. I cannot wait to watch when it comes out. Which one? Ooh. Yeah, I don't like rap music. I really don't like it. Different strokes, different votes. Michael Jackson, his nephew Jafar is playing him. Okay. His nephew's called Jafar, as in Aladdin Jafar. I like that. Now I want to watch Aladdin. I think so, but not sure. I don't know either, mate. I don't know either. But good to hear. What's happening on the interwebs? That's... Why am I getting music and not YouTube videos? But yeah, also a lot of people rack up loads of university debt. It doesn't get paid back, such as my 53-year-old older brother. Jesus. When you get to 40 though, they write off your debt though, from what I remember. Yeah, it's crazy. It's because it's totally unaffordable now. It's totally unaffordable. For me, not necessarily. My dad didn't go to university. My mum didn't go to university. My eldest brother went to university, and of course, Mickey went to university. Mickey and my brother both had master's degrees, so maybe it's worth it for them. Not for me. Was never something I wanted to do. Not for me. More of that music. Around the City of London, they say every 20 has... Yes, they do. Yeah. They do. Would you say being a YouTuber isn't my job? I just like doing it. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm someone that does a little podcast every day. I'm not a YouTuber. I'd like to be a YouTuber, but it means having enough subs where you can actually make money off of it. And I don't think that's ever going to happen with this shop, unfortunately. If you can make it work, that's great. I hate having unis here. Can't stand the uni students. Yeah, they're very poshy. They're very posh, the Oxford kids. I like any forms of trance, rave, hardcore, Eurodance, and Italian music such as Ultrasonic, TTF, QFX, and QTEX Groups X. Yeah, if you like them, you like them. If you like them, you like them. If you like, you like. I'm not going to yuck someone's yum, even people that like rap music. It's not for me, but some people like it. Okay, good to see ya. If you want to jump in, I'll send you the link. Very quiet today, Aki. Very quiet. Depends on what type of content you do. Depends what type of content you do. Well, we're just a mental health stream. We try our best. My main job is actually trying to run this coffee shop, but it's been very quiet. Hope you're well. Go on, give me 5 minutes. Awesome. I will send you the link, Aki. Here we go. But yeah, Brian's going to jump on, and Brian and I can have a chat like we usually do. But I massively respect anyone that can make YouTube into a living. To be able to do that, you've got to firstly be very good at what you do. You've got to be very good charismatically, because there aren't many big YouTubers that have no charisma. They've got something about them that makes them watchable, or they've got like a USP about them. I love the travel YouTubers. Like the Jeb Brooks, the Trek Trendies. The Emma Cruises is really good as well. There's some really good ones. The guitar guys, there's some really good ones in the guitar community that do really great creative work. Mr. Beast he's just an animal. That guy, he's an animal. What he's done. PewDiePie is another one. PewDiePie's like blasted the scene alive. You've got people like Gaffalians. You've got Professor Bromans. You've got so many YouTubers, so many good ones. KSI is a nice guy. I met KSI when I was much younger. Logan Paul's a bit of but he's an excellent wrestler. He's an absolutely brilliant wrestler. There's so many good ones. Morning, Ian. Morning. Aki. Yalla.
Good morning. How are we all?
Yeah. We're doing good. What is happening today? Happening?
Nothing much. And I can see he's just said thanks for the message before, so I'm going to do it again. Angus McDowell got the news that transcends any kind of news. Yeah. His father got the all clear from cancer. So
it's brilliant news.
It's absolutely. I mean, like I was saying to him on downstream that I've just finished on. Big up Lee Smithy Smith. I haven't seen this guy for time. But like I said, when it comes to any kind of news, having a family member beat that bitch of a disease, is always something to be thankful for. I'm very thankful that my mother got to beat it. That's the most important thing today. Forget everything that's going on. News like that just transcends everything. It top trumps.
It is. We all. It's just. It's not even. It's just supporting humans. Humans. And Angus has been such a brilliant voice since he recently started watching the show. He's always been a brilliant voice. He's always chill. It's always great to have it. Always great to have Angus in the chat, as well as everyone else. It's always a good place to be. We're trying to make the coffee company a really nice place to be for everyone, whether you are a football fan, whether you're a music fan, whether you're not a fan of any of these things at all. it's a place where it's the home for everyone.
Well, you look at it, Ben, the way you got to look at it is, and it's not just Spurs channels, it's every single football channel. Even when I'm watching AFTV or was watching, you have fans from different channels go in or different teams, and just troll and muck about. No one wants to. But then you get people like Angus and other people like Vindaloo and others. And there's a couple of Chelsea fans that come into the Spurs community like they do and literally embrace the conversation. And when it comes to banter of when we're talking about the filth or whatever, hold their own with the banter, never get rude or personal. And it's what it's all about. It's what we preach on Tottenham on Tour. It's what you preach here. And it makes it so much friendlier and so much more welcoming to be able to do so. It's brilliant.
Yeah. It's what we got to do, Aki, because at the end of the day, if, let's say, that sport just disappeared, we're still going to be decent people for the most of it.
So I'll tell you the story. So basically, when I was back home, and this is before YouTube and everything, we had a load of friends. When it came to the North London derby, we used to go out. I think it was at most about 15 of us. Yeah, and it was half Arsenal, half Spurs, or sometimes 3/4 Arsenal, 1/4. We'd go out and watch the North London derby together in a pub. We wouldn't go into a Tottenham area. We wouldn't go into an Arsenal area, which was a different pub, whether it be in London, whether it be local, whatever. Yeah. And we'd go out, and people just couldn't understand that there are like 15 of us that support. We'd have to banter across the table and everything.
Yeah, it's just like what Graham says. Yeah, they support this, but they're my mate first.
Yeah, exactly. And there were a couple of occasions where Arsenal fans came up to us as Spurs fans and tried to get into a rock with us, and vice versa. And whether it be the Arsenal fans coming for us or the Spurs fans, we forgot that we're 15 that all supported different teams. It was like, all right, you want to go? You're dealing with 50. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Obviously, you have the rivalry with your mates. And don't get me wrong, I'm not walking into a pub in Arsenal territory by myself or with 3 or 4 friends, Tottenham going mad and bit. Yeah. But when you go out as a big group of friends and you have a laugh about it, we didn't just watch the game together. It then became a whole day, night, whatever. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Yes, the rivalry's there, but that's the thing, like we're saying with these chats, and you have people like Angus, Vindaloo, can't remember the name of the Chelsea one. It's Arijan or something like that. I don't want to mispronounce.
It's a Nearban.
That's the one. That is the one. Comes in as a Chelsea fan. It's and as you know, it's something that we talk about a lot on Tottenham on Tour, and especially in here as well. That we're proud of the chat. That it never gets toxic. Yes, sometimes if tensions are high, but I honestly think we have two of the best chats. Yeah. Communities, because everyone just gets on with everyone. Yeah,
and that's the way it should be. And Angus brings up that the whole you can't do that in Glasgow. It's unacceptable.
No. That track. I mean, put it this way: I've never been to an Old Firm derby, but Angus heard me say this. I can't remember what part of Glasgow I was in, but a long time ago, I just so happened to be in Glasgow with friends and family. Can't even remember why, but we were there, and it just so happened to be an Old Firm day, and my God.
I think this is unacceptable. It's
never going to change. This transcends football. This ain't just about football.
Yeah, and it's unacceptable that it transcends football. It's football.
Yeah, it is, but there's certain things. I can't remember, Angus. I cannot remember what part of Glasgow it was. Whenever I hear Govan, it reminds me of Sir Alex Ferguson. I don't think it was. I cannot, like I said, this was back in the days where I was drinking. Yeah. So, me trying to remember anything was quite.
I think about it this way, Aki. When I was bar mitzvahed, you had people that were Muslim there because they were friends of my dad. You had people that were Catholics there because my mum's Irish family. You had Protestants there because they were friends of my dad. Of course, the majority of people were Jewish because Jewish guy. Yeah, it's just like.
But again, Ben, that's the thing. That was family. When you're having a family event and these people you know all your life, it's completely different when you are talking.
That's the way it should be. It's football.
It's never going to listen. I remember going to a box. I've been to one big boxing match, and I went to it at Wembley, and it was Carl Froch versus Ricky Groves. Yeah, and I never ever, unless it's Vegas, want to go to a boxing match again.
Yeah.
Because there's no segregation. People are all sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they're Rocky Balboa. Because it's late at night, everyone was fucking off their nuts on whatever substance or alcohol they were on. It was one of the most nerve-wracking experiences. Like, the boxing was great, but there's certain things in sport that transcend and have been going on for years before we were born, years before our parents were born.
Yeah.
And some things you're never going to shake, especially in football.
Yeah. Imagine when AJ fights. I don't think it will be that bad.
That'll be in Vegas. And Vegas know what they're doing. If it was in England, if it was at Tottenham, if it was at the Tottenham Stadium, for instance, because I'm sure we'd try and get it, that will be pure carnage. Pure, utter carnage.
Hi, Kudos. Good to see you, Kudos.
Big up, my brother. Big up, geezer.
Hopefully you're well. They want it at Wembley. Wembley would be a good spot for it, actually.
Well, Wembley is where I went to for Froch Groves, and whereas it might be able to the capacity-wise, the way that I saw boxing being stewarded, is stewarded the right word? Looked after, and then you've got the Wembley walk after. Not a chance. At Wembley, it would be. I think the O2 would be better. Wembley would obviously get more people.
O2 would be good if they're making it a premium event because there's only 20,000 seats in there.
Yeah, exactly. 90,000 going to that. It will be absolute chaos.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua was actually at that fight. He was on the mid card because he had just come through the Olympics and whatever. But yeah, the boxing was crazy.
When is ACDC? It's the 7th of. It's on the 3rd. I'm going 2 days. I'm going on the Wednesday the 3rd and the Sunday the 7th. I believe it is. So that's gonna be really fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Where is that?
Wembley Stadium.
Okay.
I think that was his first fight. That event, probably his first professional fight, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was one of them.
Because he was Olympic. Because of course he was an Olympic fighter before.
Exactly. He was, but yeah, he was just coming up the ranks. That was a really, really, really. It's mad. You're talking about July the 3rd. I got permits for July the 4th. This year will be, 32 years since I was Jesus.
Good man. Love Angus Young. He's my hero. He's my guitar hero. We got side dancers in the chat. Good to see you, side dancer.
Big up.
Love Angus Young. That's my guy. You could probably tell by the fact I've got an SG, but that was funny. Blame my mother for that. Your mother's a good woman. Your mother knows her business. She knows what she's talking about. But Aki, what would you like to talk about?
Yeah, there's nothing really much to talk about at the moment, is there? I mean, obviously the Euro's on. Mate, I don't know. Albania are ruffling some feathers. That has to be said.
Yeah,
has to be said. But yeah, no. I mean, I'll tell you what we can talk about. It is football oriented, but not actually. I've got to say once again, VAR has been absolutely phenomenal at this.
Oh, it's been brilliant.
Absolutely, it just goes to show how bad the people in England.
That's what we talked about this morning on Morning Brews.
Well, no, you know what I'm looking at? You know, we've spoken about and how we need ex-professionals in there to help them. We don't need ex-professionals. We need people.
We need UEFA refs.
Well, no, we need people. Not even we need people that do it at these tournaments and at other countries, coming in and going, step aside.
Yeah.
This is how you do it.
Yeah.
Because it clearly, I was one for wanting it gone. Because I was like, just let it even out. A goal is a goal, and obviously, unless the referee linesman puts his flag up or whatever. And I was like, okay, I've just had enough of it. But it just goes to show in these tournaments, it can really enhance the game and be used correctly. And we just don't have a goddamn clue.
Not allowed to say that in here, Angus.
We just don't have a goddamn clue. Although, Angus, I won't say it, but I agree with you.
You're wrong. Kick you off my stream.
If you wish to.
I love AC/DC. AC/DC is more than music. It's a way of life. Absolutely love it. Dimebag, Daryl, and James Hetfield, my guitar heroes, they're really good. Dimebag, Dimebag had the guitar tone of a chainsaw. It was absolutely monstrous.
If you say so.
And I love James. James Hetfield's great. These are the guitar players of Pantera and Metallica.
Okay, I've heard of both of those groups. So,
yeah. Really good. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Ahi. We had this show earlier on Morning Brews, and it's mental.
Yep.
Oh, who's the best music artist of all time, in your opinion? Jimi Hendrix. He's a god. He wasn't a guitar player. He was a god.
Yeah, I've got very, very... Listen, me growing up as a kid and everything, I am, and still to this day, a huge Michael Jackson fan. And I mean beyond, like, massive. And it was my dream to see him live. And I actually finally got tickets for the concert where he away.
I got tickets to that concert.
I was going to be on I think it was the 4th or 5th night. So it was before he made it 50 and it was 10. And when he died, I went through an emotional break. I could not get it around my head. But then I'm very, very, I have a love because of my grandparents for Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack. Frank Sinatra, I absolutely
love Frank Sinatra. Yeah.
When you talk about bands, Queen, Guns N' Roses, it's really hard for me to say the great. But if I had to pick the fan that it would have to be Michael. Yeah. It would have to be Michael Jackson for me. Take away what people think of him behind the music. I talk about the music and what that man achieves and what that man done and what that man is capable of is beyond belief. I would always say MJ.
Ben, are you into Rory Gallagher? I wouldn't say I'm totally into Rory Gallagher, but his music is fantastic. And of course, he had the great history of being the first guy to buy a Fender Stratocaster in Ireland. So you can't teach that. He was the first guy in Ireland to buy a Fender Stratocaster. So I do love Rory Gallagher. He's fantastic. I'm with Daigle. MJ's up there. Big up the number one Agamar in the world. Good to see her, Chris. Good to see her. There will never be another like that, man. Well, you can say that about a lot of artists, really. There will never be another Elvis Presley. There will never be another Beatles. There will never be another Freddie Mercury.
Never be another Elton John or someone else I completely...
I saw Elton John recently, and you can, like, he's at the end of his days. He can barely walk now. But my God, is he good. My God, is his band good. Prince is another one. Prince was Michael Jackson before Michael Jackson. Prince was unbelievable.
Mate, listen, I see where you're going with this, but Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson from the age of 5 years old.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5, mate, that man...
Honestly, with Prince Zaraki, the man could play 10 instruments.
But then you look at it. I'll rival that with some of the Michael didn't sometimes need instruments. He made the goddamn noises himself.
Yeah. Well, Prince could do that. Prince could do that as well.
There's songs there, and I don't know if people have seen as well. There's clips of Michael singing a cappella when he's warming up for concerts. This man. And there was a thing I shared on Twitter as well. Another person, you want to go back in the day, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, there's another
Marvin Gaye, my God. And that man without music, Marvin Gaye is, I love Motown. Motown's
amazing, yeah.
Motown is incredible. You could list them all. But yeah, for me, if I had to do a Mount Rushmore, Michael Jackson is the centerpiece. Without even thinking, he is the...
It's all whatever music you like. Good to see Audio Artisan. Albania's doing okay at the moment. They're doing okay. Best actor of all time is David Jason. No one overtakes him. Well, I would say there are better actors, but no one is a better. No one has been in possibly a better TV show. Probably.
I think no. When you look at it, when you talk about David Jason, I'm where Lee is coming from. If you look at it, any show he is in is brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah.
Is brilliant. If you want to look at not movie actors, because that's a different. If you're looking at TV actors,
yeah,
he is for England. He is the king. He is the.
Oh, I would put Patrick Stewart above him.
No.
Patrick Stewart is so
If you look
good.
at it with Only Fools and Horses and the longevity of it, if you look at.
But then you could say the same with Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, but what I'm about to say,
lead in Star Trek. He was the lead in X-Men. He was the lead in this. He was the lead in that.
Yeah, but what I was about to say is you look at it, he's done that, then no one would have watched The Darling Buds of May if it weren't for him, but then Catherine Zeta-Jones for obvious reasons. Then he goes on to Frost. Then you look earlier days with Open All Hours. I honestly...
You say he's the best comedy British actor of all time, but as British actors go, I think Patrick Stewart is up there. Ian McKellen is up there.
The way I would say this, Ben, and I don't know what people in the chat would say, I would say when the very, very sad day that both of them pass away...
Oh, it's going to be awful.
David, there will be like a national day of mourning.
When Ian McKellen dies, there should be a national...
Yeah, for me, the day that I hear that David Jason is no longer part of this world, I will back to back for about a month, non-stop, nothing but Only Fools and Horses.
I mean, we talked about three of them. We've talked about David Jason, Patrick Stewart, and Ian McKellen. Those three, and with David Attenborough as well.
Oh yeah, well, mate, David Attenborough.
Those four should have a state funeral. They should literally do a state funeral because of what they've done for this country.
David Jason,
I think Rowan Atkinson as well. You could add him to that list.
You could, but I think when it comes to the sad day that we hear they pass, the nation, when David Jason goes, it will.
It's just going to be wall to wall. Only Fools.
Yeah, it will be. All his shows, there will be. Honestly, the devastation as a nation, or even if you want to say the UK, because the whole of the UK will mourn him. Only Fools and Horses. It does not matter how many times you've watched it. It doesn't matter how many times you know a hysterical scene is going to come up. You laugh like it was the first time you've seen it. It doesn't matter how many times. David Jason.
You got kudos adding Jeremy Clarkson's. I wouldn't add Jeremy Clarkson to that, but in terms of what he's done for this.
Oh, wait a minute. Ian's added one that definitely. Judi Dench.
Judi Dench as well.
Judi Dench will definitely.
Yeah.
Kudos has added another one, and I was about to add him.
But John Cleese, you can't because he's lived in the Bahamas the majority of his life. Which we'll get to
Australia and
Australia. Jeremy Clarkson in the last 5 years since the end. Well, there's going to be more episodes of the Grand Tour, but it's going to be very slow, and it's coming to the end of the contract. But what Jeremy Clarkson has done with Clarkson's Farm, I don't know if you've watched it, Aki, but if you have, you should. If you've got Amazon Prime, you should start watching Clarkson's Farm.
Okay.
What he has done for farming in the last 4 years since he started his farming show. You've got people in France protesting the government, saying, I'm protesting because of Jeremy Clarkson, because you're not treating farmers properly. What he has done for farming and showing everyone how difficult it is and what farmers do for the lifeblood. We couldn't do anything without these people, and yet they are treated like absolute muppets.
Yep.
So what, you've not seen Clarkson's Farm, have you?
Nope.
Start it today.
Well, the thing is, Ben, you got to remember is I don't know if I'll get it because Amazon is different. We get so
it's an Amazon Prime program, so it should be on.
Okay. I'll check it. If I get a chance, I'll check it.
Try it out. Judi Dench is amazing. I've got a question. Where's the only country in the UK? Scotland.
Yeah, Angus asked that that was a loaded answer. Yeah. I can get that.
John Cleese. I love John Cleese as well.
Mate, 40 Towers in itself is, again, like Only Fools and Horses. You can just watch it over and over again. Yeah, to me, David Jason is in a league all on his own.
Yeah. It's really funny because they say never meet your heroes. I was a massive Top Gear fan because I come from a car-loving family.
You could say that.
And everyone told me that Jeremy Clarkson, when you meet him, is the biggest dickhead on the planet. I met him on the night of the Battle of the Bridge. He was the nicest guy on the planet to me. Mostly probably because I didn't go up to him and ask him for either an autograph, a picture, or to shake his hand. I just said, talk to him about cars, and he lit up because he wanted to talk to someone about cars. And he treated me like a human. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Paul McCartney, it's another one. Paul McCartney.
That was now we're talking music. Yeah, when he goes, and I don't know if I've told people the story on this channel. There is a family connection for me with the Beatles. So before Brian Epstein or whatever his name was got the Beatles to where they were, my dad's cousin actually gave Brian Epstein the Beatles, and in my parents' house in the loft under lock and key is a picture of all 4 Beatles around my nan's house, my dad laying across them, and Ringo Starr pretending to play the drums on my dad's arse. And it was To the Daigles, Loved From, and all 4 of them signed it. So the Beatles have a very, very close affection.
I love the Beatles.
Oh, mate, they're incredible. And when he passes, he will be one where the country will again. But and the same with Elton John. The same with Elton John. I would say they're the 2 Brits that will in the music world.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, like someone mentioned before, David Attenborough. When that man goes, my dear God.
Literally, there should be a day of mourning the day David Attenborough dies.
Yeah.
There should be a day of mourning because of what he's done. That's mad. That's amazing. Stevie Wonder's fantastic.
I love that man.
Stevie Wonder's fantastic.
Very, very corny and cheesy, but me and Alana signed our wedding certificate in Katuba to sign, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. So mate, Stevie Wonder is a legend. Is an absolute legend.
He does. One of the trips I want to do, Lee, is I want to go to Chipping Norton. Mickey and I want to go to see Diddley Squat Farm. I'd love to do it one day. Would love to do it. But
Stevie Wonder is a big one. Yeah. Stevie Wonder is an
Stevie Wonder's fantastic. He's partially blind. He's not fully blind. He's fully blind in one eye, and I think he's partially sighted in the other one, but very, very little sight. But he's almost blind. He's not fully blind, but he's almost blind.
I always thought he was. That's news to me.
He's got like 10% sight or something like that.
Wow, that's brand new news.
Very little. He sees very little. So he might as well be blind. Might as well be blind. His cousins with Michael Jackson. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Bloody hell. See what? Do you know what? I came on this for chill, not for learning. But mate, I'm 45 in a few days, and this is brand new information to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really want to go to Diddley Squat Farm. I've got to do it. The problem is because of Clarkson's farm, staying in Chipping Norton is now very expensive.
Of course.
And it was already expensive because it's Chipping Norton. It's where our former Prime Minister lives.
Good for him.
Does it me or does Billy Joel look like Daniel Levy? No, he doesn't.
Poor sod.
Remember they did that song together on the Bad album?
Which song did they do? I know the Bad album, but which song did they do together? So the album goes Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Speed. Oh, Liberian Girl. Yeah. Liberian Girl. Speed Demon, Liberian Girl, Just Good Friends, Another Part of Me, Man in the Mirror. I Just Can't Stop Loving You. Dirty Diana.
Yeah.
Smooth Criminal. Leave Me Alone. Like I said, I know his back. I pretty much know every single song of his off by heart.
Just Good Friends.
They do Just Good Friends. Okay. Liberian Girl, I know he's definitely on the advert. That advert video, that video where they got all the people joining and they're waiting for Michael Jackson, who was actually the cameraman. It was Steven Spielberg that did it. That Bad album was something special.
That was a good album.
So was Thriller. So was Date, mate.
That was a really good one as well.
If I start talking about Michael Jackson, this show will go on for a lot longer than you planned.
What? I wonder what the best album, because there's so many good albums.
So do you know what the thing to talk about when you talk about albums? It's so hard. I have this discussion with people. and I talk about the best movie soundtracks of all time. And for me, it's down to two. It's Blues Brothers and Pulp Fiction.
Oh, I disagree.
As in the best two soundtracks of all time.
Oh, so many good ones, though, recently. Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Yeah, I don't think
unbelievable.
I don't think they have a patch on the Blues Brothers.
Then you've got Gladiator soundtrack. Then you've got Batman, the Batman trilogy of Christopher Nolan. The soundtrack is unbelievable.
So to me, it's Blues Brothers, Pulp Fiction, and then the rest are a distant memory.
Still to this day, the biggest selling album at our time is Thriller. It is. Good, the Badly Ugly. Good, the Badly Ugly. What's everyone's favourite movie soundtrack?
To me, honestly, my dad's favourite movie of all time is The Blues Brothers, and I've watched not the second movie, the first movie. I listen to that soundtrack for all the time. Blues Brothers is incredible.
We're going to answer what is your favourite soundtrack of a movie, and we'll go through them. But we'll question, what wrestling match that has never happened would you like to see happen in the future?
That's such a hard question.
Yeah, it is.
It's such a hard question. Listen, I don't think you'll ever beat for the story and everything, The Rock and Hulk Hogan, just because
in the future. But
I'm saying just as you look at it, you never thought you'd see that match. So you're trying to think matches that you could. I don't think, like they said, the only sport that came close to it is obviously Messi and Ronaldo. Yeah. You never see Jordan versus LeBron James. You never see. Yeah. I can't see a match right now.
I've got a match that I would love to see, and it will never happen ever. I want to see The Rock versus Kenny Omega.
See, I only watch WWE, so it's very, very hard for me to choose.
I want to see The Rock versus Kenny Omega with the Bullet Club, because that's never going to happen because he left the Bullet Club. But The Rock is The Rock. He's probably the most notable figure of the Attitude Era, apart from maybe Stone Cold and The Undertaker. Kenny Omega made New Japan Pro Wrestling global. It was already a big thing. AJ Styles went there. Brock Lesnar went there. Loads of wrestlers went there. Kenny Omega brought it worldwide. The cleaner gimmick. I would love to see The Rock versus Kenny Omega, and I think it would work. Because Kenny Omega's fantastic.
It's a tough one. I mean, I can see Angus has put The Rock Reigns, but I think that is going to happen.
That's going to happen.
That is... Oh, mate. This is so hard for me because I have certain Michael Jackson songs that mean so much to me for many different reasons. I normally answer this one with top of the list is Man in the Mirror.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love it. But then there's so many different ones.
The Way You Make Me Feel.
Do you know what? The Way You Make Me Feel is one of the ones
I love.
If I had to say Michael Jackson songs that if I never heard them again, I could do without, The Way You Make Me Feel is one of them. It's
I love that song.
I love the one he did with Chris Rock. What was it? Not Chris Rock, Chris Tucker. Why has it gone blank?
You Are Not Alone is another one. I love You Are Not Alone.
What's the song you did with?
You Are Not Alone is fantastic.
Listen, Smooth Criminal is fantastic. Human Nature by All Joe is another one.
And I'm going to go Beat It. I'm going to go You Are Not Alone, The Way You Make Me Feel, and Beat It.
You Rock My World. Thank you, Angus. I love that. I love that song.
Yeah.
There are so many Michael Jackson songs. The whole Dangerous. I love the entire day. Bad and Dangerous and Thriller. I love every shit. Like, apart from The Way You Make Me Feel, there may be an odd song per album. But I love Liberian Girl. I love Dirty Diana is another. This is just the bad album.
Oh, actually, no. I'm going to remove The Way You Make Me Feel, and I'm going to put in Billie Jean. Because
see, I haven't even mentioned Billie Jean. That's how many it's... Yeah. Listen, what I will say is, you want to talk about what happened in the music world.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to tell you the amount of times I watched Motown at 25 when the Jackson 5 come on and do their bit. Then he breaks into Billie Jean by himself and does the moonwalk for the first time.
Yeah.
That performance will go down as probably one of the greatest performances of all time in any... Michael Jackson... What is
your favourite performance of all time? Because I've got one. my favourite performance of all time was Prince at the Super Bowl when he starts playing Purple Rain, and the heavens opened whilst he was playing Purple Rain, and the lights were all purple in the stadium. So the purple lights made the bucketing rain all purple. So he pulls out the guitar solo whilst it's raining purple. It's epic.
Do you know what? If I had to say the greatest performance of all time, and this is going to be left field, but
yeah,
I think Queen at Live Aid.
Oh yes, that's one up. That's up there.
Queen at Live Aid, and then obviously
Queen were not popular at that time. They were really not popular.
Well, no, they weren't popular. Obviously, Freddie had gone alone and started crashing and burning.
Yeah,
he just found out that he'd got HIV. You saw in the movie, and all right, it's a bit of play on play, but he hadn't sung for ages. And just when he did that, mate, that guy came back like a football player that's just come back from a long-term injury and just smashed it off. Queen at Live Aid.
Yeah, that was
mate. I think that was something that has got to go right up there.
I really love that Prince at the Super Bowl. That. If anyone that could have happened to, Prince. It started. Actual Purple Rain happened.
Yeah, Prince is someone. I mean, when it comes to Prince, if someone said to me, "What's your favourite Prince song?" By a country billion miles, "When Doves Cry."
Yeah,
I am obsessed with that song.
Purple Rain. Purple Rain's amazing.
There is, but like I said, going back to Michael Jackson, it is just too hard.
Yeah,
this is for me when they say, when they say make your dream 11, and play whether it be Spurs players, it will be harder for me to come up with the top 10 Michael Jackson in what order than picking my dream 11 for Spurs or England or whatever it may be, because I could talk Michael for ages.
How many times have you watched this? It is every time I watch it, I bawl my eyes out.
Mate, I watch it on the anniversary of his death every single year. My then girlfriend at the time took me to the world premiere of it.
Yeah.
And I was in the midst of tears and singing and dancing through the whole thing. I watch a lot of Michael stuff. I listen to a lot of Michael stuff. It's going to sound really not controversial, but my sister, when Take That split up, was one of those fans that started crying their eyes out. Like she was, and I was pissing myself. I was laughing at her. I was like, she didn't go on hunger strike or anything. And I was like, my God, Tina, they'll whatever. And she's like, shut up, you don't know what it feels like.
Yeah.
When Michael Jackson died, my sister phoned me up and went, "You're right." And I was like, crying my eyes out. And she was like, "Do you remember when Take That split up?" And I was like, "Yeah, Take That and Jackson is different, but he's died." She's like, "It hurts though, doesn't it?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I couldn't believe it." You know what I loved when the thing about Michael Jackson when he passed is obviously every single music station, Michael Jackson everywhere. But you just went out and he died in June, a few days after my birthday. It's coming up now, actually.
Yeah.
And everywhere in England, it probably was like this all around the world. Every radio every car had their roof down or whatever, but the whole of the country, or where I was just blaring Michael. Michael. And it shows the impact he had musically on this planet. He has done so much for the world of music. Man, he was
favorite Hendrix song. So many good ones. You would probably say his best song is probably "Wind Cries Mary," but I think my favorite song is "Red House" because I love the blues. "Red House" is just a quintessential blues song, and it's also Hendrix playing an SG as well, so that's why I love it even more. But Hendrix playing "Red House," I love the blues. It's just pure blues music.
Do you know what I think Jimmy
Little Wing as well.
I think Jimi Hendrix is an exceptional guitar player, an exceptional musician.
He's the best guitar player ever.
But the thing is, I do not know. You're all talking. I do not know one of the names of his songs. I know when it's Jimmy playing.
Yeah.
I just have no idea of a single song. Like this is the first time I've known what his songs are called.
Yeah. There's so many. Jimi Hendrix was a god. And of course, he was the first guy really in the 27 Club.
There you go.
He was, you know what the 27 Club?
No.
The 27 Club is the amount of musicians that died at 27.
Oh wow.
And it's let's bring up the 27 Club. The 27 Club. Here we go. Here, the 27 Club. Here we go.
I got a
Jim Morrison, Amy Winehouse.
Oh, Amy.
Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin. The list goes. The amount of people, the amount of musicians that died at 27.
Do you know what? I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
And let's see what everyone in the chat thinks as well. Obviously, you know, we had that year in 2016 where like so many famous people passed away.
Aaron Ramsey.
Which one for you was the one that hit you hardest?
I can't remember which musicians died in 2016.
So this is basically, I've just Googled it.
Yeah.
These are some of the celebrities that died in 2016.
I've got them. Prince,
David Bowie, Harper Lee, George Michael, Alan Thicke, Prince, Leonard Cohen, Eli Wiesel, Paddy Duke,
Alan Rickman,
Gene Wilder, Carrie Fisher, Alan Rickman, Debbie Reynolds, Nancy Reagan, Muhammad Ali. Out of all those ones that died, and there's a lot more because 2016 was out.
Noel Haggard as well. I love Noel Haggard's music.
Which one was for you the one that hit hardest?
Oh, I'm gonna go Alan Rickman.
I'm going to tell you, I cried my eyes out and was really. I'm obsessed with Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka is right, like Snatch and Lock, Stock are my favourite movies. But if I have to say, for like obviously, but now
David Bowie as well.
My favourite movie of all time is Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
I loved Gene Wilder.
My mum loved Terry Wogan. She absolutely adored him.
It was the only reason I watched it. I used to literally, with the Eurovision Song Contest, I didn't listen to any of the songs, but my mum used to phone me and tell me once the last singer had been done. And I would rush home just to listen to Terry Wogan with the marking. Yeah. Terry Wogan, Graham Norton does it now, but it was nothing. Terry Wogan was all up, but mate, Gene Wilder, when that man passed away.
Eddie Van Halen died in.
I was uncontrollable. I was uncontrollable when Gene Wilder passed away. I was absolutely devastated. And I know a Netflix documentary has just come out about him, and I'm going to be watching that shortly.
It was Alan Rickman, because everyone knows I love Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved Harry Potter growing up. And he was because I grew up with that film. When did the first Harry Potter come out? 2003, right? Was the first Harry Potter film?
Mate, 21 years ago. Gee, what is going on with time? What? I can't believe just how quick time flies.
And the Philosopher's Stone, 2001. 2001, that came out.
Jesus.
I literally grew up with that film. So that is knowing him. It's like, of course, he was in other things. The best Christmas movie ever, Die Hard.
I have to say, well, Lee Smithy Smith, I think you're being too kind on Martin Bashir.
That guy.
Mate,
I won't even mention it because I'll just start. Muhammad Ali, grew up watching his career. He was. Afternoon, Steve D. Good to see you.
Big up, Steve.
Good to see you.
Big up, Stevie D. But yeah, honestly, where that year there was, and also I must admit, I was or still am a huge fan of George Michael, massive fan. And then he went on Christmas Day. Yeah. It was like, can this year just end? That year, but Gene Wilder, Jesus, I was uncontrollable. I really.
George Michael was another one my mum loved.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Gene Wilder, it was like I'd lost a family member. I was literally, I was in such an emotion. Even at work, I never had that apart from Michael, where someone has hit me so hard. Gene Wilder is a goddamn god in my eyes. I love that man dearly, and that really got to me.
Well, I can already the day Angus Young dies, I'll be heartbroken. I'm just so lucky. I'm actually going to go. Hopefully, he doesn't die in the next. What is it?
Yeah, don't do an Aaron Ramsey, mate. Don't do
an Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey, if you're playing football at the moment, because I think that was Aaron Ramsey's most prolific year, and every time he scored a celebrity.
Aaron Ramsey has taken down some icons of the entertainment world.
Yeah. That I think that Angus will know that literally was Aaron Ramsey's most prolific goal-scoring career, and every time he scored, someone died.
Let's have a look at the people he's taken down very quickly.
Who is Aaron Ramsey killed?
Let's have a look. Aaron Ramsey's curse. Here we go. Who's he taken down? Let's see who he's taken down, if I can remember. Going through the list now. Let's have a look. Where is it? Okay, he took down Ted Kennedy, whoever that may be, Andres Monte, Osama bin Laden, Steve Jobs, Muhammad Gaddafi, Whitney Houston. Oh my God, that's another one that hit me.
Yeah, Whitney
Ray Williams, Ken Norton, Paul Walker, Robin Williams, Reuben Carter, David Bowie, Alan Rickman, Nancy Reagan, Nikki Hayden, Roger Moore, Greg Allman, Bruce Forsyth. He took down Brucey. Ken Dodd, Eric Bristow, Burt Reynolds, Keith Flint, Luke Perry. My God, that's the list. Jesus. Whitney Houston.
Get Thanos, Aaron Ramsey.
Whitney Houston. My God, that one got to me as well.
A horrible one.
That one got to me as well. I loved Whitney. I would say probably one of up there with Aretha Franklin as the best woman's voice, and I will soon be putting Adele in that list. But Whitney Houston,
he took out Osama bin Laden and Gaddafi, but he took a lot more people that people actually liked.
Yeah, it made that. What can you imagine how that must have felt for Aaron Ramsey?
That must have
scored a goal
because footballers are very superstitious as well. But even Carl Walker, he still does the Triple H thing at the side of the pitch. He still does it.
Yep, he does.
Footballers are very... there's some footballers that walk out with 1 foot out. It's funny how superstitious footballers are when all it is playing a game. But on that note, people were saying he was a jinx. Well, he scored 16 goals that year. Imagine that, his most notable year in an Arsenal shirt, and that's always remembered for.
Yeah, but do you know what? Do you reckon Arsenal fans and famous? I would have said if I was an Arsenal fan, I didn't say what I was just about. If I had supported that team, I would have literally. If I was famous and he'd scored, I'd be like, right, we're not going out tonight. I'm staying in bed. I'm not moving. We'll order a pizza or something. I am not getting out of this bed.
Yeah.
It would have been sliding doors moments. Those plans we had, cancel. Cancel them. We're not going out.
Yeah. But on that note, Aki, it's time to end the show. We've gone 10 minutes longer than we usually have, but it's always a good laugh. Always a good laugh. But we will be back tomorrow in the Coffee Company at 3:30 for the Brewing Bollocks podcast from myself, Kuva, if he's recovered, and Bobby K. Aki, evening brews later?
Evening brews later, and I'm with Amir. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes with you and we'll think of a title for the show so we can get the thumbnail done. Yeah. Evening brews will be tonight, 9 o'clock. But tomorrow, Thursday, we're actually going to do it at 10. I'm going to have Dan E with me.
Yeah.
But because it's a big game, it's Spain-Italy.
Yeah.
9 o'clock is the start of the second half, and I just don't think there'll be a lot of people wanting to watch that.
Spain-Italy, mate. I love
exactly. So we're going to go over. So we're going to go straight after Spain-Italy, and then obviously we'll be talking England and whatever Tottenham news has broken or not broken, and having a bit of fun. Me and Dave at the end of the day, and Angus was a big part of it. We started talking about ex-strikers that we would have loved seeing played and ex-players. So we're going to have a bit of fun with that as well.
Absolutely.
Tonight. So 9 o'clock, me and Amir.
Great stuff. Thank you so much for watching today's show. Have a great rest of it. Thanks for coming, Kudos. We try and do these every day. We try and have these every day where we be really just great chats away from what we usually talk about. It's always a great chat, and it's always great. But thank you also. Are we Scotland fans? No.
Tonight I am. No, tonight I am. I want. Do you know what? They got a hammer.
I want Scotland to do well, but I'm not a Scotland fan.
And do you know what I will say as well? I said I thought they'd come second, and obviously after the first game, it was a bit of a shock. But do you know what? One thing I will say, I've been seeing lots of things where the Scottish fans have been absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely, like enjoying it, like when the Irish go out there and the Welsh. So yeah, tonight, go on the Scotland. Go on the Scotland.
I love the Scottish national anthem though, so I'll support the Scottish national anthem because I just like the Scottish national anthem. And it's just, whatever.
Listen, you look at it. Drew McIntyre got screwed in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Scotland got screwed in Germany. Let's just hope.
Blame CM Punk for Scotland losing.
Yeah, let's just hope that things don't come in threes. And I mean, I heard the stat that Ali McCoist is the last person to score a winning goal in a tournament for Scotland, and that's just sad.
Yeah, that's really sad.
So I want that to change.
Thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a great rest of your day. Take it away, Aki.
And as always, Levy out.
If you should know, the cough is brewing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned where I